Well, hello Toowoomba. Welcome to this week's episode of Talking Toowoomba and to the start of Season 2. Albeit that I'm a bit husky and rough in the voice this week, as I haven't been well. And yes, I've had one of those dreaded COVID tests. Not exactly pleasant, but I'm pleased to say I'm negative. So let's continue with keeping you up to date on what's happening with who, when and where in this great community. We want you to reach out to us if you have a story or an event to share. We would like to thank the Toowoomba Regional Council and the Toowoomba Chamber of Commerce for their ongoing support. Let's get into Season 2. On this day, Monday the 6th of July 1957, John Lennon and Paul McCartney meet for the first time as teenagers at a Woolton fete, 3 years before forming the Beatles. Tuesday, July the 7th, in 1954, Elvis Presley makes his debut when WHBQ Memphis played his first recording for Sun Records, That's All Right. And on Thursday, July the 9th, in 1981, Donkey Kong, a video game created by Nintendo, is released. The game marks the debut of Nintendo's future mascot, Mario. Now in news of the week, a reminder paid parking has resumed as of the 1st of July across Toowoomba's CBD at Toowoomba Regional Council's on- and off-street car parks. It's school holiday time again, and there are heaps of programs. We will mention a couple in our What's On segment coming up later in the show. There is also now the cinema option, with the cinemas at Grand Central open again. And great news, Toowoomba's Carnival of Flowers is going ahead in 2020. So stay tuned for more information in coming months. Council Customer Service Centre's staged reopening continues, with all open limited days and hours, except for Highfields, which will reopen next week. See the Toowoomba Regional Council website for days and times. All centres are working towards full operation by the end of the month. We will keep you posted. Now let's get on with the show. This week we highlight one of Toowoomba's favourite charities and a much-loved event. We welcome to the podcast Alison Kennedy from the Toowoomba Hospital Foundation to talk about the Toowoomba Orthodontics pop-up pallets. Good morning, Alison.
Good morning. How are you?
Not too bad at all, thanks. Now, this pop-up pallets event, how long has it been running?
This would be our fourth pop-up pallet. So we started at Mills Precinct a few years ago, and it's just sort of grown into, a really popular event on our calendar each year. So it's very exciting to have it back again this year.
Now, this year is going to be done slightly differently because of good old COVID-19. So can you tell us what's different this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Hasn't that thrown a bit of a spanner in the works when it comes to being able to run a lot of our popular events, but we thought we won't let it stop us. We'll reinvent it. So what we've done is we've gone virtual. We've gone online, and all of our beautiful pieces that people have still been making over the last few months, a lot of them have gone down to Grand Central, so you can actually view them face to face. You can actually go down there and have a little look-see at all the gorgeous creations. And then we have a QR code where people can actually log on and do some online bidding for them. So it's going to be an online option open for the next couple of weeks.
So are all the entries at Grand Central now, or are they going to be rotated over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we're definitely going to rotate. So you'll see a lot of them down there this week. And then next week we'll do a bit of a changeover, show you some more of the beautiful pieces. All of the items will be online to bid over the coming weeks, but we will display some of the gorgeous ones down at Grand Central. So it would be amazing for people to pop down there. It's just outside near the information booth there. It's a great location, easy to see. You can just walk past them. And this year, people are just so creative. There's some really gorgeous pieces.
So roughly how many entries do you have?
We'll probably end up having around 40, which is a normal amount. So generally speaking, that's how many sign up each year, which is tremendous. And so obviously we want people to get into a bit of a bidding war on some of our beautiful pieces. So I know that there's a combi down there, gorgeous combi being made out of pallets, which is just unbelievable that people can come up with this sort of stuff. We want them to get into a bit of a bidding war and see how much we can raise from this year's pieces.
Okay, now speaking about the bidding wars, the proceeds from this auction, where do the proceeds go to?
So this year we are going to put them towards our tax appeal. So even though, June 30 has rolled around, our tax appeal is still open for people to donate to. And this year we're supporting our acute mental health unit, and we are aiming to buy, it's called a transcranial magnetic stimulation machine. So, and that will help people who are suffering from depression and anxiety. And we have a lot of people in Toowoomba, unfortunately, rocking up to our emergency department each day. And we believe this piece of machinery will be able to change lives. So that's where the donations and all the funding from this event will be put towards. So, and we had a total of 120,000 we're trying to raise through our tax appeal. So we're hoping that, the bidding war gets fierce and we get a big contribution from this event towards our appeal.
You said this has been running for about 4 years now, I think you said, wasn't it? Have you got any favourites from previous years that stick in your mind?
Oh, look, definitely we have a lovely chap who is just super talented, and he has made us a couple of rocking horses, and they've all come from pallets. It's just extraordinary. He spends, up to 6 months making something prior to the event. Not sure if he's doing a rocking horse this year, but he went from one that a child can sit on to a miniature one, and he's just pretty talented. It's amazing. He'll glue the pallets together and then mould them into shape, and quite extraordinary what this fella can do. So that was probably one of my favourites. But there has been pizza ovens, there has been outdoor barbecues, there has been gorgeous coffee tables that you would think you were walking into some sort of art gallery to purchase. So there's been quite a few people. There's some very talented people in this region, that's for sure.
I like the sound of that combi van you mentioned earlier. That's got my mind thinking.
Yes, it's a small combi van, so you won't be able to go for a ride in it, but it's a combi van made out of pallets. It's a miniature, so I think that one will be one that I probably will personally put a bit of a bid on. Husband's very keen on combis, so it could be a good Christmas present, but I think that one in particular, yes, will probably have a few interested parties, that's for sure.
Okay, so once everybody's been wandering around down there at Grand Central and had a look at some of these, they can go to a website.
So it's toowoombahospitalfoundation.org.au. So you can just jump online. The event will be listed, and then you'll be able to view all of the beautiful pieces. But if you're at Grand Central, you actually can hold up your phone against the QR code. It will take you straight to the bidding page. So each of the pieces has an individual QR code, and you can do it from the comfort of the shopping centre if that's where you are at the time, and put in a bid and then sit back and watch. And hopefully somebody will outbid you, and then we'll make more money.
And then when you see that you've been outbid, you'll go, now hang on a minute, no, they're not going to get away with that, and then you'll outbid them.
Exactly. This is what we're hoping for. That's the plan.
All right, Elsa. Well, look, it's a great way to raise funds for the Toowoomba Hospital Foundation. I'm sure there's going to be heaps of people heading down to Grand Central to have a look at some of these magnificent creations, I suppose we should call them, from pallets, and put their bids in for them. Can I thank you for your time and coming onto the podcast this morning?
Oh, look, and thanks for having me, and also a massive thanks to our community, but in particular Toowoomba orthodontists who have supported this event this year and are always happy to jump on board. So it's a nice little kickstart to the event, and then hopefully people will get down there and they'll do a bit of shopping as all of our things are a bit more relaxed now, and they're starting to sort of change what we can and can't do out in general public. So it'll be nice for people to see something a bit different when they head down to Grand Central.
Sensational. Thanks, Alison. Bye for now.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
What's On is brought to you by the Toowoomba Regional Council. The 2020 Epic Winter School Holiday programs are now on until Friday the 10th of July. Check out the Toowoomba Regional Council website for more details. Links are in the show notes. The Cobb & Co Museum is excited to welcome you to the museum these school holidays for the whole family to enjoy. Please remember bookings are essential to visit, and entry to the museum is free until the 30th of August. On Thursday the 9th of July, from 9 a.m. till 12 noon at the Cobb & Co Museum, there's a blacksmithing teen workshop. Bookings are essential. Visit their website for details on all that is on at the museum. The Toowoomba Hospitals Foundation's Orthodontics Pop-Up Pallets event is happening again this year by way of a silent online auction. View the wonderful creations from local makers at the Grand Central Shopping Centre from Monday the 6th of July for 2 weeks. All funds raised going to Darling Downs Health Mental Health Service. Winter School Camp is on during the school holidays at the Grand Central Shopping Centre. Check out the Grand Central Facebook page or website for more details. At Bar Wonder Relaunch Shindig from 6 p.m, live music's on again, featuring the Electric Western Band. Also on Saturday, the Empire Theatre has Project 62, featuring the Blemish Brothers from 8 p.m. Remember, the Toowoomba's Farmers Markets are on this Saturday from 8 a.m. under the windmills at Cobb & Co Museum. And on Sunday from 6 a.m, the Toowoomba PCYC Markets at the PCYC Toowoomba. Don't forget, Base Services Homeless for a Week campaign. Go to homelessforaweek.com.au to donate or get involved in August the 3rd Sleep Out. Thanks to the Toowoomba Regional Council's Youth Connect TRC School Holiday Program, The Home Project. Well, that's it again for another week. Now we can get out and about, enjoy and support the many cafes, pubs and restaurants that are now allowed to welcome customers. Make sure you check with them about any restrictions or requirements. Enjoy your week. Take care. I'm Shane. See you around, Toowoomba.